Hello, my name is Terry Folks, and I'm a spiritually integrated psychotherapist in private practice at Spirit First Counseling in Comox on beautiful Vancouver Island, Canada. And as we move into Mothering Week, which culminates on Mother's Day, I have a gentle challenge for each of you. To provide brief context for this challenge, I created and facilitate Sophia Women's Wisdom Group out of my practice. And in our last Women's Circle, I invited participants to trace their kinship through their female line, their matrilineal line, and then to formally introduce themselves to the group using this kinship line. Well, we quickly discovered that this exercise can be a real challenge since we live in a patriarchy where kinship is traced through the male line. So, in order to practice what I preach, I trace my own female kinship line back a couple of generations with several personal and historical challenges. One of which is that my mom's mother died when my mom was an infant, and my mom was adopted by another family. So, this further complicated my own search for the female matrilineal line I was born into. So, in spite of the challenges, the result was very moving as I stood up and formally introduced myself to the women in my Sophia Women's Wisdom group using my female kinship line. And I have to tell you, it felt strangely empowering and full of reverence. You could have heard a pin drop. I have to share with you that at the moment that any woman stands up to recite her matrilineal line is deeply moving and quite poignant. So this Mothering Week, I gently challenge you to try it for yourself. So allow me to read to you the following example of a fictitious woman reciting her matrilineal line, her matrilineal female kinship line, and imagine, if you will, that she's formally introducing herself to a group. My name is Cynthia Lynn Franklin, and I go by Cindy Adamson. I was born the third daughter of 4 children by Margaret Ann Steeples, who goes by Maggie Adamson. I draw strength from Margaret Ann Steeples' stories of courage and from her cautionary tales. My mother was born the second daughter of 3 children by Dorothy Ann Linden, who went by Dottie Tansom. My mother drew strength from the stories of courage and cautionary tales of Dot Tansom. My mother's mother, Dorothy Linden, drew strength from the stories of courage and cautionary tales of her mother, Mary Margaret Linden, my maternal great-grandmother. I also draw strength from my father's sisters, my aunties, his mother, the mothers in her line, and from her sisters, my great-aunties. I also draw much strength from my current female friends, female ancestors, both friends and family, and from all aspects of the divine feminine who show up as guides, goddess, oracles, and other transcendent feminine beings. I am deeply grateful for my matrilineal line, the women and girls in my life, my female ancestors, and the divine feminine in all her guises. And so it is. So, what do you think? Want to give it a try? I'd love to know how it goes for you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me gently challenge you today. Bye for now.